Hey everybody. So listen, I wanted to kind of do a quick video on those tweets by Telvin Osbourne, known on the internet as Telbo. Wow, Telbo. Apparently he was Team White. Hey, I don't care that's fine with me. But guess what? He was so Team White and talking about how he would die for her. Fatal Bunny allegedly took his life. I mean, she turned off his lights, shot him allegedly in the head, and he is now dead. As I said to a sister before, how people treat you is how they feel about you. What they say about you is how they feel about you. Some of these men, that this is not about, oh, when I found someone of a different nationality and we just fell in love and the person just happens to be white. No. They're chasing white skin on purpose. That's the goal. Becky is the goal, or Beckisha, whatever you want to call her. That's the goal. What does that say? They obviously hate themselves. And sadly, a mini black mom is sitting up here with her son. I wonder who raised raised him. I wonder where he come from. Oh, my son. When you heard facts like, oh, they hate their mother, a lot of them do. There was a guy, it was Dusty Dan the Killing Man, and he had actually robbed someone. A lady in the office, he was dating a big Keisha, and they decided to rob the lady who was the accountant to get money from her. He put a bag over her head and he unalived her. And what he said? His grandmother raised him. He said when he put that bag over her head, he said he thought about his grandmother and he hated her so much. And as he was choking that woman and had that bag over her head, he was thinking about his grandmother, who'd already passed away, but he hated his grandmother so much. That's why it's so sad when I see the mammies are anti-black women and knowing the black daughter's probably her retirement plan. Oh, but my son, not my son. He was Baptist fed and Baptist bred and still ain't got no darn sense in his head. Now, this tweet I'm going to go ahead and show you, and none of it makes sense. She went out partying. I think Lux Design says she saw a comment where I thought the girl just went out partying, but that he had gone too, and that he was looking at some black woman and maybe that sparked it. But who in the hell goes out clubbing and drinking? Typically, you go home in the wee hours in the morning and you just want to fall asleep. No, she decided to clean her gun. She decided to clean her gun and it went off and shot him in the head. Really? So the gun just went off? I guess you took that safety off. For that to happen, I'm assuming that you must have taken the safety off and pointed it. And it was, are you loaded? It was already loaded? Really? Shot him in the head. And now he's dead. So he was so Team White. Look at these tweets. The one I want to show you right now. I'm going to try and block the words out. But here's what it says. Telbo Rackins. That's what he goes by, as I understand, on the internet. Owl, which is I-L. So I'm assuming he means owl. Blank a dog. Before I with a little I. Before I blank a black. And he calls us the B word. It gotta be a white dog, though. He just in love with white skin. And that's what some black women don't want to face. That's why when they get money, they do what they do. And when you get pregnant, they may unalive you. But go ahead. So he's even willing to, he's in love with whiteness. So what this says to me, he'll even have relations with a dog. If it's a white dog, what I tell you, it's all right, JBW, just be white. Of course, I will not lose any sleep over this man self-hating. Those kind of like this here, please keep going with Becky. Please, because all they can offer a black woman is just a nightmare. Your lifestyle never increases, it always goes down. You find yourself worse off than when you were by yourself. Facts. And he did what Canes typically do, create a fatherless home. Somebody said he has two. Look at this right here. He says, I love them white girls. They already know. Yep. And the one you had, Becky, obviously decided that you had to go. Telbo in between, Telbo in between. Hashtag Team White Girls. Hashtag Team Snow Bunnies. I say hashtag Team Fatal Bunny. Hashtag Fatal Bunny. Femme Fatale. Fit, fine, fabulous, fatal. I love them white girls. They already know. Listen, didn't he say on Instagram he'll die for her? And he did. By her hand. And she went out drinking and, they had a fight and she decided to clean her gun. And girl, even the police say it's not an accident. Got him in the, again, so I'm assuming you took your safety off. It had bullets and you must have pointed it at his head and pulled that trigger. Now he's dead. But they're not by an accident. They're saying it's not an accident. So it went off. Yeah, guns just don't go off. Typically, there's a bullet inside of it, unless you maybe drop it, and maybe that's possible. But typically, it's a bullet inside of it, and it's pointed, aimed, someone pulls the trigger. I've been in a gun store quite a few times. Never had a gun just to jump off the wall or jump out the case and just start going off. Never. I'm calling her Team Fatal Bunny, and I'm calling him Team Self-Hating Fool. This right here, he said on the Instagram, did a video earlier, how he'll die. He ain't scared. He'll die about her. He'll die. He'll kill for you. He'll kill for her. And look at this. Oh, didn't know. At the time he posted that tweet, I doubt he knew that he was posting his fate, his future. He'll kill for it. He ain't scared. Fatal Bunny, Bullet Bunny, done flipped the script and shot him instead. Wow. Wow. Remember the one, that big old muscular dude that was getting that beat down? I noticed on black women, oh boy, when it comes to the DV cases on black women, man, they'll try to beat them down, beat a black woman down like a man if they become angry and violent. The one in that elevator, I think she was a model girl. I think she was tricking on IG. On the elevator, going upside that head, getting him. He didn't use his man strength. Ooh, but let it be a black woman, I bet would have came out like the Incredible Hulk, Hercules. Oh, I bet he would have been fighting like he was in a prison. But the fatal bunny, the bunny with the bullets, it's not the same. Why they keep getting taken out? I think this happened, in my opinion, in a fit of anger. I'm not believing cleaning the gun. We had a fight. It was cleaning my. So you decide to. Who has an argument? Well, I'm going to clean my gun. That doesn't make any sense. Who leaves the club in the wee hours and one at the party and clean? That doesn't make sense. You are so tired. You done had your little fun. You just want to collapse and go to sleep. We did that one night because we're older. Oh my goodness. And it was a little cold. I could not believe it. We woke up like Saturday. It was around 2:00. And I'm telling you, never forget. It was 2:00 on Saturday. And we woke up, we still had our coats on. We had fallen asleep on the bed and the lights on all night. It was like, what? But you've been having you a good time. You decided to clean your gun. and it went off? No, more than likely somebody turned that safety off, had the bullet in the gun, and pointed it at his head and fired. No, only two of you there. He loved them whites. He loved the white girls. They already know. And look, one of them turned around and took his life. Allegedly, gotta say. Oh, Telbo sound like a self-hating Negro. This sound like a self-hating Negro. I'm just glad he wasn't with a black woman to go ahead and try to beat her down. And again, they have a child together. Then I heard about a second child, and I was like, yes, a second child. Oh, it's a different baby mama. What? Oh, you got the same one, huh? Thought you were going to be special? Wow. So these are the tweets of Telbo, which I deem as a self-hating Negro. He just in love with the white, living that white skin. Oh my goodness, that's sad. You don't love yourself. I've been saying, like I said, well, a person's actions speak louder than words. When they get on, when they're down in poverty, they can find a black woman to leech on. Here he come with his glad trash bag, maybe a duffel bag at best. Most of them can't even get no luggage together. Or when they can, they going for the fatal bunny, bullet bunny. He was reportedly shot in the head. Dang. Whoa. And if it's because he went to the club to look at a black woman, and went to the club rather, and I saw a comment that said he was looking at a black woman, what does that tell you? Why would that make you so angry? It might make you so angry when at home he might be putting black women down like we ain't nothing, trying to make her feel superior. See? Oh yeah. If that's the case, then at home he might have been making her feel like, oh, making fun of black women. I mean, you see what he typed out on the tweet. And trust me, we're not losing any sleep over this character. This little self-hating chocolate drop. She has removed him permanently from the block. So if that's the case, I saw in a comment, was it Diva Kiva? If that's the case, that because he looked at a black woman, that tells me a whole lot right there. He's probably at home, like on his tweet, disparaging us and making her feel really special. Girl, you got the same black man. You a baby mama. You just a jailed baby mama right now. Making her feel so special. This chick is not going to get the best in her community. I don't think. Nah. And she been with a contaminator too. I'm sorry. They consider what they might consider canes. Child, they consider you dumpster diving. Low budget buddy. Mm-hmm. They consider you sometime, oh, you've been dumpster diving. I'm sorry to say, at the bottom of the barrel. I'm sorry. That's a lot of them, I think, feel. So if that's the case, out of saying the disparaging remarks about black women, out of saying that, the disparaging remarks about black women, if that is the case, for him to be checking one, maybe that is what caused the rage. I thought you were all about me. I saw you looking at her. Is that what went down? I saw you. I'm gonna go ahead and get my booty done, my BBL. I saw you looking at her. Oh no, you like the big butts. You don't like the pancake ass anymore. Oh, I saw you. Yeah, I wonder if that's what, I don't know. I wonder if that's what went down. And she done carried that angle. So, she, oh Lord have mercy. When Becky get that gun, you gonna learn to run. Wow. Unbelievable. Your anger that bad. Maybe she felt betrayed because if he's disparaging black women and putting us down and making her feel like a queen, heaven forbid you get caught one. Ooh, that might be the reason why she turned into what I consider bullet bunny, snow bunny, fatal bunny, bullet bunny. So yes, he just loved the girls in white, and that's his choice. I don't care. But look what happened, ladies and gentlemen. The one in white is the one that took his life, allegedly, gotta say. Boy, the self-hatred, and he done, I'm sorry, I should, he doesn't look too bright. Look like to me something's missing. She was probably his validation. He didn't love himself or the skin that he's in. And then you wonder why they can have children with him and then just walk off. Something about that still to me is just not normal. Mm, mm, mm. So yes, the comments that he had to say. Oh my goodness, I love them white girls. They already know. Uh-huh. Yeah. And today you're the topic of the show. You already know. You made Becky mad, I guess, during that fight. And you gotta go. The self-hatred is real. It is real. They go into these relationships knowing what could possibly happen. But to get that angry, pull out a gun and pop him in his head? Wow. What kind of anger does she have? Oh my goodness. And look, here's one teen white girl who said, white girls are food. And he must have been the fool. Food is a necessity to live, right? Not white girls are food. Girl, I think she probably found her a self-hating, dark-skinned man that was probably trying, if her feet dirty and crusty, he get down and probably kiss him. Probably making her feel like a queen because the way he may make her feel, she probably can't find a man of her race to do it, or she probably would have. Scraping the bottom of the barrel, eh? Look at this. White girls are food, and you must have been her food. Unbelievable. That's why when stuff happens, I don't, okay, get all, no, They are food. You can't live without food, so I guess he can't live without whiteness. I mean, seriously. Food is a necessity, so that's saying she's a necessity. They're a you gotta have them. Oh, you got to have them. So I think what he should have added, I think he said white girls are food, and I am a fool. That's what I think he should have added. But he's in love with the whites. They are food. He loves them so. Yep, he is so in love, a self-hating, dark complexion black man in love with the white. Oh, he must have stepped out of line. If he was looking at a black woman, oh my gosh. Child, you just done pulled your own card. They worship whiteness. Worship it. Now, do you see why it's so easy for them to go ahead? What do they do when they get? That's why I don't understand being with one on the struggle bus, honey. You can forget that bus, baby. Bye. You need to go ahead and whatever. What is it? Pull the lever or ask to get off. I don't understand getting with them on a struggle bus. I really don't. That's why it's so easy for them to build for other communities. And that's what's so silly. I'm sorry to say this. And then you got black women sitting up here trying to build for them. I'm going to build him up. I'm going to envelop him and show him. Girl, bye. You wasting your time. Go ahead and get with the seed of poverty D. And I saw someplace that he has another baby mother. So not just this chick. And all I can say, they are pretty much eliminating themselves a lot of times when they get into these toxic interracial relationships, which I don't care. Heck, fine with me, because the way I see it this way: a person needs to either be a liability or an asset. A liability or an asset. And if you are not an asset, you're a liability. Most of them in the community, we have so many of this kind right here. Sometimes they'll start out because that's what's around, and they'll be dating black women. Mm-hmm. Because that's all they know. Then they get older. He want to itch to get out. He doesn't love the skin that he's in. Probably hates his mother and himself, but hey, whatever. But that's why when they become wealthy, a lot of them can easily go and build for other communities, and some of the sisters don't want to face it. Well, people doing what they want to do. Again, what is that? White girls are food, and you must have been a fool, and now a deceased one at that. So if he was watching a black woman, you should have stayed in your lane. You should have closed your eyes, bro. You might still be here. You should close your eyes. You already know. And I've been told y'all when I first started this channel, when you see them with these women, I've been told y'all. I've even seen some wealthy. I have. It was one at the closing. It's like to sign the papers. Does this Negro talk? You play professional sports. She from the backwoods. Running a whole show. I've been telling you, that's who's in charge. He ain't in charge. A lot of times they have money. This is just the Negro that's the money maker. Telling you that. Who running the show sometimes? Becky and her dad, because her dad's in her ear and she gonna listen. Sometimes when they get money, things like that, you have no idea. This Negro have his mama in the projects where he grew up in that same little house that she had him in, little shanty. Look where her folks be. They'll move him out. A black woman can answer they had a job. Oh, she must be a gold digger. Well, only a fool is digging for dust. I'm going to give it to you straight. Only a fool digging for dust. They want to keep you as the low self-esteem queen. So she might have thought she had something because he's going to treat her better, put on a pedestal because of white skin. And look at, he said he would kill for. Bruh, what you should have put is, you didn't know it was going to be the reverse. To get that angry, shot him in the head. But hey, all I can say, what's that saying? They say, oh, he died doing what he loved. Yes, he loved white so much. And, hey, at least the white woman did. A black woman didn't do it. He loved white so much. I'm sure if he was, to come back alive, and if she had shot him in the chest and an arm and a leg fell off, I'm sure he would have forgiven her. That's okay, baby. Hey, as long as a white girl did it. So I just see it this way. He died by the hands of the one he loved. He said good night, a final good night. Why? At the hands of Becky, the woman in white. What do you all think about these tweets? Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out.